I've never switched 50-50 anything, so that was a first for me. But I want to try another switch trick. I want to try either switch 5-0 or switch nose grind. I feel like switch nose grind would be easier for some reason, so I'm gonna try switch nose grind. I do one switch trick and now I think I'm P-Rod. But I feel pretty confident about switch nose grind, so I'm gonna give it a try. Almost first try, what the heck? I think I could do this. I've never done any switch ledge tricks at all. I did a switch tail slide one time, and I think that's about it. I don't know how to pop out of it. No way I just did that. I'm gonna try one more. Counting that one. Switch nose grind, dude, I'm proud of that. Never done any switch ledge tricks, like I said, except for switch tail slide. I haven't even done switch 50-50, and I did that today too. Okay, I know you guys hear me talk shit about this park sometimes because like the screws are loose, some of the stuff on this is falling apart, but I really do think that this is like the best skate park. That's why you guys always see me come here. Like even though there's like really nothing here, I really do think this is like the best skate park and the most fun, honestly. Especially if you're like a beginner or you're just practicing tricks, like this is so perfect for that. Like this right here is the perfect height for learning any kind of grind. Like you guys have seen me like learn tail slides on this, the switch nose grind, switch 50-50, and some other stuff. I even like back Smith, I learned back Smith on this. Like this is perfect, either if you're trying to learn tricks or you're a beginner, because most parks you go to when you're a beginner, you go inside the skate park and everything is just like massive and you're like, I can't skate anything, but this right here is perfect. And the back three, you guys remember when I did the back three off of this? The one thing I wish this park had is like a flat bar, like right here in the middle. That would be the only thing. That's the only thing I wish this park had. Even this little thing is fun. This, okay, I also wish there was like a ramp on that side, because like if you drop in right here, you go nowhere. This little hubba is like the perfect size, and it's made out of this like fake wood material, which feels really good. Like sliding on it, doing tail slides and stuff, like it just feels a lot better than a normal skate park. This one right here though, I'll say is probably the most fun. This one's like the most well put together. You guys might be watching this like, this park fucking sucks, Ashton, what are you talking about? But like honestly, like in person, this thing is so much fun. Okay, so not too long ago, I posted this picture on my Instagram story. If I can find it, I don't even know if I still have the screenshot. But basically, for as long as I can remember, literally like my whole life, my mom has been telling me and everyone this story of how, basically she has an alien story. And I asked you guys on Instagram if that's something you guys wanted to see, like if you guys wanted to see her tell that story. And of course, all of you guys said yes, so I finally got her to tell the story. And my mom isn't someone that like lies about stuff or makes stuff up, but I'm still not 100% sure I believe her story. Like, it's such a crazy alien story, but like my mom, like I said, she's not the type of person to like lie or make stuff up, and she's been dead serious about it for so many years. I don't know, I thought it would be something cool for you guys to hear, like all of you guys wanted to hear about it, so here's my mom's alien story.
How old are you, Ashley? 33? Over the last 30 years, yeah.
Okay, ready?
I'm ready. So Ashton wants me to tell this story.
You guys want me to tell this story. I told him on Instagram that you had an alien story and everybody wanted to hear it, so here we are.
So both my kids know my alien story. So more than 30 years ago, I was at home alone with my daughter, Ashley. She was about maybe 3 years old, so that's why I know it's about 30 years ago. And I always slept with the radio on overnight, like soft music in the back, but very low. And the first thing that was really weird was the radio did the buzzing sound, like zzz. And then I kind of woke up, but I didn't really get up because, you know, maybe the radio back then just was off the channel. The next thing I remember, I could see a bright light coming in my bedroom window. Ashley was in the baby crib and I was in the bed.
That's Ashley.
And I was frozen. Like I couldn't move or I couldn't do anything. And then when I could, you know, open my eyes from the bright light, it was about 5 beams all around my bed. And I thought I was dreaming, so I didn't freak out too much. But then they could communicate with me without talking. They would look at each other and look at me. Just for the record, I don't do drugs, never have. I drink a little, like maybe a few times a year, so it's none of that. I remember, and my kids can attest to this, I always sleep in a nightgown and not pajamas. And I remember them folding the cover back, and I kept saying to myself, this has to be a dream. So like I said, I didn't freak out. But then I remember they were communicating with me like, we just want to do some type of experiment. We just need something from you. And they said, lay down and be calm, and you'll feel a little pressure. Like the doctor tell you, you'll feel a little bit of pressure. So I laid there flat with my arms to the side. They raised the gown and they started doing their fingers like this, but to get inside my body. They didn't use any instruments to get inside. They were just working their fingers. And it was a lot of pressure. Like, it was really painful. But one of the beings, you could tell he was the leader, and he kept communicating like for him, he didn't care if I was in pain. He just wanted whatever it was he wanted. And the other ones kind of were sympathetic, but he was like, no, like, we need to get whatever it is. And then they were saying, you know, they communicated really with their eyes, like I'm talking to you, but I could understand what they were saying. And they were saying, we're almost done. We didn't mean to hurt you. We're almost done. Don't worry. You know, I just had to lay there because there was nothing else I can do. And then when they were about ready to leave my bedroom, the radio did that zzz sound again. And then the radio went back to normal. The bright lights came really, really bright, like an operating room in my whole room. And the only thing I could do was try to look to the side to see the baby crib to make sure they didn't touch the baby, which they didn't. They had zero interest in her. They just wanted.
Wait, did you explain how they got in the room in the first place?
I don't know how they just, when the radio went haywire, they appeared, and that's how they disappeared. And
wait, so you was like asleep?
Yeah, you know,
like your eyes were closed, and then you opened them, and then they was there?
Yes. You know how I always have my radio on. Even now, I have the radio on overnight. Yeah, pretty much that's how it was. And once they left, I said, okay, that had to have been a dream, and I was gonna accept it as a dream, except for the fact that when I kind of looked up, the cover was, you know how you turn the cover for your kids to get in bed perfectly, a little triangle? That's exactly how it was. And then I started crying because I was like, no, this was real. And then the second thing, my gown was pushed up like around my neck because they were working on my stomach part. So I knew it had to have been, I didn't do all that to myself. And I just sat there for a minute thinking, you know, what the hell just happened? And how did it happen? Yeah, that's my story. Just for the record, I don't tell a lot of people this story because I don't want them to think I'm crazy or
well, now you just told 70,000 subscribers.
I know, but anybody that knows me also know that I don't do drugs, so it couldn't have been anything like that. And it wasn't a dream, hence the cover being pulled back, and I don't think I would pull my gown up around my neck. So, you know, that's how I know it actually did happen. To add to the story, I must say that my baby girl at the time, I could not get her to go to bed without showing her the moon in some form, either going out on the porch or through the window. She would not go to bed without seeing the moon, and that happened directly after well, I don't want to say aliens, just the beings. And I remember going to my parents' house because I was so freaked out the next morning, and I told them the story. My dad, he kind of scratched his head like, I don't know. And my mom said, I believe you believe what happened to you. Like, not saying that she fully believed it, but they both did believe that something really happened. The one last thing I want to say before Ashton cuts me off is the way they looked. You know how we're used to seeing tall aliens with long arms and stuff like that, but these were like, if this is the bed, they were probably like that much taller than the bed, except the leader, the one that kind of made them do whatever they had to get from me. He was taller, and their hands were like slithery, like a wet fish. They were cold and wet and kind of slimy. And like I said, I've only told a handful of people, but my kids heard the story all their lives because I was really scared to have Ashton because he was.
That's probably why I'm so weird.
I was scared to have them because I was scared maybe they implanted an alien seed or something.
But if this would have happened to anybody else, I feel like they would have went crazy or their life wouldn't have been the same after. But did you go crazy at one point?
No, I didn't. I guess I could have just went in a deep hole and just said, oh, the alien came, but what was that going to do for me?
You need to be on one of those alien documentaries.
I do want to do the hypnosis so they can believe my story. I think that's the only way the world would believe the story, as if, you know, I was put under and I could tell the story.
If y'all want to see my mom go under hypnosis, let me know. Okay. Okay, I don't know, man. What y'all think? Let me know.
And they were just doing like this, but they opened my skin just doing like this. And then when they got
Did it look like that, alien?
No, because their eyes were slanted.
All right, so it didn't look like that.
No.
Wait, explain what their face looked like again.
Well, the structure of the face was like that, but it's just that they had slanted.
What color?
They were like that translucent green, greenish gray. They didn't have a nose. They didn't have a mouth either. They had little things for their noses, but they didn't have a mouth. But I could clearly understand everything, you know.
Were they bald? Were they naked or something?
They didn't have clothes, Ashton.
Well, what did they look like? They bodies.
Like a regular alien.
I don't know what is a regular alien?
The kind we all know about, but their fingers, I'll never forget those fingers, because their fingers were long and slithery, and no, I never want to see those again.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Is my mom Is she capping? Like I said, my mom doesn't really like lie about anything, except for when she accuses me of doing something that I didn't do. Honestly, I might be like an alien baby or something. But anyway, I think that is the perfect way to end this video. If you guys liked it, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Let me know what you guys think about that whole story situation in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace.